let's go under here and add error message. Now that this is gonna work is it's gonna execute on. Hey guys, what's going on? Samstep here. Welcome back to the video on the channel, guys. Today we are going to be in the command world again, and today I'm going to show you how to add /warp and /spawn to your server. So this is just a common bucket command. You do /warp and then a location. Let's say it was, I don't know, spawn PvP, something like that, and it would take you there automatically without having to walk there. It would just automatically teleport you there. And I'm going to show you that in vanilla, and I'm also going to show you two other methods. I have assign a warp method, and I also have this method. It's a very traditional method where you just have the water and you go through it and you get teleported. With this method, you're going to need to have the water. Well, I mean, you can just have the water however you want, but I've done it this way. I don't take any advice from me. I'm not the best builder, but I just did it this way. I thought this was the easiest way. I figured it out how to do it. So that's how I'm doing it. And I've also made the spawn look a little nicer, and just made room for the warp stuff. So this is just three examples in total. So I've set up 3 locations: one green, a blue over there, and then one over here, a red. So we're just going to be calling our warps blue, green, red. And the best way to, before we get to our function file, the best way that I recommend to do it is to teleport using coordinates. Coordinates are always the best way to teleport, because if you try to put an armor stand here and teleport to it, sometimes if no one's loading the chunk or the chunk's not in the spawn chunks, you will not be able to teleport to it. So coordinates are always the best method to teleport. And so I'm going to just go ahead and grab the coordinates of each block. Now the easiest way to do this is to grab a junk block. I'm just going to use this blue terracotta. Put 2 blocks above the block you want to for the players to spawn on, and then the second block up there you can either click F3, and then you can grab the looking at coordinates, or the easier way I like to do /fill, and then space tab, space tab, space tab. That'll give you the 3 numbers. Then you just select those and copy it, and then there's your coordinates. Now I'm going to do that for all 3 of them, and I'm just going to throw them in our function file. We're not going to save it. I'm just going to put it there for reference. And so yeah, just go ahead and grab your coordinates and then open up your function file. Alright, I have done that, and as I've always said, keep your Minecraft window open, as we might need to go back to Minecraft back and forth as we go through our function file. Now here's our function file right here. This is what we've done in the past. If you want to check out what we've done in the past, you can go ahead and check out last episode and previous episodes in a playlist, and everything will be in the top right and in the description. So I've got my coordinates here. I put them in little comments so it's easier and it doesn't interfere with the function file itself, and the function file doesn't error, because that would be bad. And I'm just going to go ahead and call this warps. I can be more specific about it in other comments later. So what we're going to do is we're just going to make the basic command first, and we're going to need a trigger objectives. For that, we're going to go back to Minecraft, do /trigger, /scoreboard objectives add, and let's just call it warp. Just for now, we're just going to add warp and make that a trigger so players can run it. Now, the way that we're going to do this is we're going to assign numbers to each warp, because as of all what I've done, as you can see, whenever we do trigger, and then I have admin, let's just use admin as an example, and then let's do set1. We have to use a number always, as you notice. There's no set blue or something. You can't do blue. You have to use a number. So we're gonna assign numbers to each warp, and then you can just create a command called trigger warps, and trigger warp set1, and then what that will do is that can list all the warps and then the number they correspond to. So I'm gonna call blue 1, green 2, and then red 3. So let's go to our function file and label that. So blue is 1. Alright, let's just do it in the front. Blue 1, green 2, red 3, like that. Now we're going to need a Telrod generator, and I'm just going to make it so that it immediately teleports them, because I don't, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to detect for a score of 1 to teleport to blue. So let's go ahead and use execute on @a score underscore warp underscore min equals 1, score underscore warp underscore min equals 1. No, score underscore warp underscore equals 1. This is just gonna make it 1 only, because if someone put in, if we just did this, if we just did that, then someone could put in 2, and then they would be teleported to warp 1, which would obviously be bad. So this is going to make it only teleport to blue. And we have 3 tilde marks, which are right next on the right side of your 1 key. And then we're going to do teleport, or not, TP. Wow, okay. Teleport, TP, same thing. And then those coordinates right there. Now the reset command we'll do at the end. Let's just go ahead and get all our warps in. So now we're just going to do the same thing 3 times. Let's duplicate that 3 times. And if you're wondering how I did that Notepad++, I just selected the line by clicking the line number and then do Control D or Command D. And we're going to change these numbers right here. This is going to be 2. This is going to be 3. And now we're going to need to change the coordinates. So this goes to green, and then this goes to blue. Perfect. Now, I'm going to skip 2 lines there, and let's do our reset command. So we're just going to grab this one, line 49, paste it here, and execute on that _warp min equals 1. And just delete the warp 1 part, because we don't need that. We want it to reset on all scores, and then do scoreboard players set at S warp 0. Now this is just going to set the player's score, the score of the player who ran it on any of these to 0 after they've been teleported. And I didn't have a TP right here. Oops, good thing I caught that. Oh, TP at S also. Oh my, okay. Yeah, that'll be better anyway. I like to show what player we're teleporting to. And at S, if you're wondering, just is the person who's running the command. So who is running the command right now? We're executing on this person. So it's basically this, just a little shorter. So now we can add a little tell raw message. And I actually did prepare a tell raw right here that you can't see in the Minecraft JSON generator, which is minecraftjson.com. You can find it in the description below. And all these commands will be in the description below for your need. Just follow the link to the website, and we're just going to go ahead and do the same thing here. I'm just going to paste the tell raw right there, and that's the JSON. And then we're going to do tell raw at A. Actually, tell raw at S. Tell raw at S, and then that message. And then we're going to grab this. No, not that. This. So then we're going to grab and like this, and then it's going to be execute on it. It's going to be the same thing as it's going to be the same execute, only we're doing a tell raw. So then that's for our blue, and then let's just go ahead and make it for our red and our green. Yeah, I said no, green and then red. This is getting a little confusing. So let's add some spacing, like this and like this, and let's change these numbers again. So now we have, this is the teleport, and this is the tell raw message. This is the teleport tell raw, if you see where I'm going. And then we're just going to change this from blue here to green, and then this to red, so that it says the right color. I'm using colors as warps. Hopefully that makes it easier. Obviously you can use any name that you would like. And I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna remove a space there. Just call this reset command. So I'm just gonna call this reset command right here. So that's labeled, and then we can call this blue 1, and then parentheses 1, so we know that's blue warp 1. And then we can call this green warp 2, and then red warp 3. So that's just labeling, makes it a lot easier when you're looking back on this. Now let's go ahead and go back to Minecraft. Let's do /reload, but if you're on bucket spigot /minecraft :reload, and there we go. Now, oh, did I save it? Let's make sure you save. Always save, even double save, triple save, reload. And let's go ahead and test this out. So, oops, I keep forgetting. Always enable your thing. So we need to enable this for everyone. So enabler. So we're gonna do scoreboard, players, enable, all players, and then warp. That allows everyone to use it. Otherwise, it would say invalid objective. Now reload again, and then /trigger warps at 1. There we go. We teleported to blue. Now trigger warps at 2, teleport to green, and trigger warps at 3, teleport to red. That worked amazingly, actually. I'm just going to create a new objective called warp. So scoreboard objective, add warps, trigger, and then save this, go back here, and then reload, and then trigger warps at 1. Oh dear. Oh, okay. I didn't reset command. We forgot the reset command, didn't we? So we would have to take this one. I'm just going to take this one, put it right here, and then change this to S, and then change that S right there. Save, and then /reload. There we go. Now trigger warps at 1. There we go. And you can also make an error message. Let's add an error message too. Let's add an error message. As we go, we make the command much better. So let's go under here and add error message. Now that this is gonna work, is it's gonna execute on if the score of warp is a minimum of 4. So if it's anything 4 and up, it will execute this command, which makes sense. But if you add more, then you would have to change this number as well. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So error message, so 4 and up, I'm just gonna use a plus there, 4 plus. So I'll just grab this again, paste it here, just makes it easier, and then delete that and make sure it's only the minimum one, and then do 4, telrot at s, and then error, and then you can just have it list the warps in a new line. That's what I'm gonna do. Alright, oh, right there, it's just gonna list the warps. Just gonna list the warps in a new line, like oh right here. There you go. And then do /n before, so it goes to the next line, like that. And now we need a reset command. As always, don't forget your reset command, otherwise it's just gonna spam you forever. Actually, no, we already have a reset command. It's right here because it works for everything. All right, we're good. We are good. And let's delete that space, save /reload, and then trigger warp set for error 5 6 222. See the errors, but if I do 3, it works. So that's basically that. The warp command is now functional. Now let's go ahead. I'm going to show you how to assign one. I feel like on an SMP or in a vanilla server, these two are the most easier methods. Yeah, but that works. So with the sign, we're going to go ahead and go to the sign generator. It's a very useful sign generator, and it does all the JSON for us like minecraftjson.com. Minecraftjson.com also has a sign generator, but I don't use it. I prefer this other one because it's a little more visual and it has everything on one page. So let's go ahead and go to that. Alright, so here we are on our sign generator, and this will be in the description below. They also have a few other languages if you need that, and it's pretty straightforward. It's like a basic word editor. We're just gonna type in our. It's basically like just type on it, and it will let you, and it'll has a nice preview sign command. And we're just gonna call this warp blue, because that's the name of the warp. Let's make this text right here red. No, not red. Let's try blue. Yes, blue. There we go. Now with this blue, we're going to make it. Nah, you can't really see. You have to choose dark colors, because otherwise you're not going to be able to see it. Dark aqua. Okay, I guess you can see that. It's a little different here. And then now the commands. So one command line, 4 commands max. So each line here is a command, and we're gonna go ahead and need to grab our TP command, which we can do by going into into our function file. There we go. There's our. We'll just grab this, and we're going to need to go here and then paste it here. Now replace @s with @p, because there's a difference. And we need to create a new line above it, like that. Alright, now we're going to need a teleport command, or not a teleport, a telrot command, which is also in our function file right here. There it is. Let's go back to here. Oh, not the right window. There we go. Paste that in there. Change that to @p, not @s. And there we go. There's the sign. You can call it blue TP sign if you want, and you can preview it. There it is. Great. Just get the give command. That's a lot easier for most people to use than the block data command. Then paste it in sign, always active, and then there's our blue TP sign. Let's replace it with this one. There it is. Now if I click it, we teleport to blue. And it's very instantaneous, and it requires no function file whatsoever. So that's one. I'm just going to show you one for now. I mean, the rest are pretty self-explanatory. I'll put the generator in the description if you need it. And yeah, now for this one, the final one. So with this one, it's going to require a little bit of trickery here. I'm going to go ahead and show you an example by using this command block right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to need to break this wall down just for a second. Alright, so that was right there. So I'm going to put that command block right here, and we're going to do a test for @e, or actually not do test for, let's just do an execute on @a r equals 1, and then do a say in radius like that, and then make it repeat and always active, And let's put it one block under, like so. So if I come in one block of that, I'm in radius, but that's not the right place we want to be. So you want to be in this side of it, and in radius. Oh, you can't really tell if it's going off, so I'll put a dot there. Now you can tell if it's going off. So I'm in, and there you go. I'm in radius. So you can also put it one block up. I'd actually recommend doing that. No. And with this, we're just gonna have it trigger the /warp command. I think that's gonna be the best way to do it. That's gonna be the easiest way to do it. Because if you already have, I recommend if you're gonna have one of these methods, I also recommend you might as well throw in the warp command. So so we're gonna do scoreboard player is set at A r equals 3. That's what we said. And then warp, and then this is, let's just make this warp to green or red. It's gonna warp to red. Alright, so as I'm experimenting with this, I'm just gonna let you know you should be very cautionary about where you place your block, because otherwise you might not be able to destroy it, because if you get too close to it, it'll obviously TP you. So that's why I was using the /say command at the beginning. Let's see now, there we go, that's a lot better actually. So I found out the best place to put it is actually right under it, if I can show you, right there in the center under it, and set to a radius of 2. Now that's where I put it, and as you can see I get in the water and I'm right here always. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for this episode. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below, or check out the description for more info about how you can ask for help. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.